Welcome to this one. In this video, I'm really excited to share a little bit about body shaming. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tumí. I am a medical doctor. I am a dancer and a poet. And on this channel and in my life, I love to support people in living their most delicious and healthiest and conscious lives. I do that primarily through my healing dances and guiding people through my expertise as a physician, holistic physician. I often on this channel talk about holistic health. I talk about my raw vegan lifestyle, minimalism as a powerful health act of self-love in general, and more, my poetry and my dance offered humbly as healing. If any of that sounds interesting, consider subscribing down below. Let's get to it. This video was inspired by a comment that I got from one of you around a Facebook post that she'd seen that I made. And it was a post right after I'd given birth. For those of you who don't know, I had a beautiful 3-day long, gorgeous, natural, ecstatic home birth of my child. And I took a picture of myself the day right after the birth. And it showed me with a flat stomach, because I feel like there's a lot of people talking about it's not possible to get your body back after birth. And so I shared this as a way to celebrate what my body was able to do. Not even the flat stomach so much as birth my child after 3 days of labor at home naturally. And I got a comment. Let me start by saying that the overwhelming feedback I get is so mired in love, and I thank you all for that. I feel so much love. And as humans, a lot of times we feel that love, but then we also feel the pain of really negative comments. One of the comments I got was stating that I looked horrible and emaciated, and there was something more. It was not nice. It was the opposite of nice. What was incredible is that this comment came from somebody that I knew and somebody who I had called a friend. Somebody saw years later, right? I gave birth four years ago to my wonderful son. A few months ago, somebody saw this and made a comment to me and said, "Can you make a video about body shaming?" To be honest, I really didn't want to make the video because I didn't want to give energy to that negativity. And then what happened, two things. I had a recent beautiful interview with Dr. Robert Morse, and I will leave a link to that somewhere here. And somebody mentioned, a few comments were about how I looked too skinny, bones, too skinny. My video camera overheated, so I'm going to use my phone and hopefully it works. I just feel I got also powerful download to do this video today. Happens to be here the day after Valentine's Day, and this feels like a video all about self-love, to be honest. I also got a download about, I was sharing that this was a video that needed to be done, body shaming. I have notes about this video on the phone that I happen to be looking at now, and so this also feels for me as a call to forget about the notes and just flow. Let Spirit speak to me, and I hope, may it be so that that happens. Here's what I want to say briefly. How do I navigate body shaming, thin shaming, fat shaming, whatever shaming? Because let me tell you, I have received negative feedback about my body shape, my hair, my skin color, the gap that I love between my teeth. Everything you can imagine, I have received negative feedback on probably in my life, and probably you have too. So how do we navigate body shaming? No matter what size your body is, no matter how you wear your hair, what your skin looks like. Here's what I do. And this video I decided to make because I thought maybe this could be of support to somebody out there who struggles with this. It is not to give energy to the negativity. It's to hopefully heal the negativity and empower any of you who hide yourself, hide your authentic beauty because you are scared of being shamed. I want to start with that. Nobody can shame you unless you let them. Shame is like something being given to you that only becomes shame if you take it, right? There's a gorgeous saying about a gift only becomes a gift, or you only get something if you actually take what is being given to you. It might be offered, but you don't have to take it. So I am offered lots of negative comments, more than you would realize, on this YouTube channel, but overwhelmingly, I just see positivity. You don't see those YouTube negative comments probably because I delete them. This for me is part of my online home. And I don't want somebody coming and trying to soil or make dirty my home. This is a home where I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel safe. I want you to feel the positivity and the love. So if I see a really negative comment, not a critique, I don't mind critiques, but just a mean-spirited comment, it's gone if I see it. But I get them. They are offered a lot, but I don't take them on, and therefore there's no shame. I don't feel shame. I feel no shame about my hair, and trust me, I've received negative comments in real life and hear about them. I love my locks. I'm so grateful for this gorgeous hair that the divine has blessed me with. I love my skin. I love the gap between my teeth. I love my body shape. And yes, it's one that is thin because that's what society labels it at. But it's a body that, again, carried and birthed a beautiful, healthy child. I just realized all this time I may have been covering the microphone. I'm just going to keep going, and hopefully you heard me this time. But this body is more than being thin. If your body is labeled fat, if your body's labeled too curvy or too this or too that, I invite you to focus on what your body does for you. As a physician, I am and will always be awed by the incredible ability of the body. I've seen the inside of a human body, and it is a sight of glory. And so don't let anybody's or society's ideas of what beauty is make you feel shame. Love yourself the way you are, even as you might be wanting to change. There was a time when I was carrying too much weight healthily for my body, and I loved myself through that process of change. So I wanted to say that about shame, is that shame is only something that happens if you agree to it. I also found it to be helpful to recognize that people who say negative things like that are usually people who are deeply hurting. It's not to excuse them, but it's to understand and to not give too much credence or power to what they're saying. These are people who are triggered maybe by your freedom. Freedom for me is authentic expression. And if you are authentically expressing your unique beauty, some people don't like that because they don't feel like they can do that. So they come at you. What else do I want to say about this topic? A few things. Practically curate your feed, okay? I don't look at YouTube comments all day, every day. I look at YouTube comments once a week at a certain time after I'm feeling really centered. Because guess what? I'm human. I'm saying all of this, and yes, best believe I read something ugly about the way I look, and it will affect me if I'm not centered. So curate your feed. Don't just jump on social media and look at things about you, or look at anything that might affect how you feel about yourself. Be very clear about when and what you take in with your eyes and your mind. So understand that people might be having a lot of pain when they leave nasty comments to you or say nasty things to you or try to shame you. But don't put yourself in their hands. Put yourself in your loving hands. Love yourself up. Self-care on the daily. I talk about that in my book, Delicious Healing. If you have not seen it, read it, I invite you to do so. It is a memoir of me healing from a lot of dis-ease, physical, mental, and emotional, and how I did it and how I recommend as a holistic physician you might use it in your own health journey and your self-love journey. And one part of that book is all about love, self-love. And I believe it to be one of the greatest medicines, maybe arguably the greatest medicine out there, love. And when you do that, love yourself up, put yourself in your hands, incredible things will happen. And you will feel centered And from that overflow, you can open your heart and be your authentic self. Aura protection. Practical, it works. Say a prayer, do a mantra, do some sort of movement before you go out in the world, before you open social media, as a way to protect your aura, your positive energy. It's powerful stuff. And something I wanted to also mention that I do. So how I handle body shaming, that's what I do, is I do me. I feel the fear, I might feel the hurt, and I persist at being me. And I share myself in a way that feels loving to myself and sometimes very vulnerable, but loving to myself and true. And may the sharing that I offer here be a blessing to you. May it lift you up. May it support you in being your own authentic, beautiful self. I'm so excited to hear from you. If you're willing to share down below in the comments how you navigate healthily body shame, so we can all shore each other up, which is what we are actually meant to do. Love each other up, up, ascend more into the love beings we truly are. If you enjoyed any of this, please give it a thumbs up and share with anyone you think might benefit. I send you so much love. And while I'm holding my phone, I began with a dance that was all about contraction, shame. This is now a dance of expansion as I hold my phone, a dance of vulnerability, a dance of letting in the light, of being the light. Much love to you. Take care.